Ladies and gentlemen, the next bout of the evening, amateur rules competition, held in the featherweight division, under 145 pounds, and over 3-minute rounds. And introducing to you the fighter in the blue corner. This fighter, 22 years of age, stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighted at 144.2 pounds. Making his debut this evening, fighting out of and across the stage in the red corner, this fighter is 24 years old. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing at 145.2 pounds. Has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws. That win coming by way of TKO. Fighting out of Gym 21, Geoff Ogendo. The referee in charge of the action, Neil Hall.
Our second bout of the night here at ECC Band 1, and we've got Joe Kelly of Team Coliseum in the black trunks taking on Geoff Ogendo of Gym 21 in the white shorts. This is a featherweight matchup fought in the unified amateur division, and it's Joe Kelly starting strong with good nice hands there, and he looked to rock Ogendo with a couple of jabs, looks to work a heavy kick to the body. Goes in with a low kick, both guys happy to throw hands, and Kelly tagged his man with a right there.
And then went straight to the takedown. He's got himself caught there a bit. He got the takedown and then he's not kept control of that.
Yeah, he seemed to take his foot off the gas a little bit, and he let Ogendo sprawl out and get on top.
Looking for the sit through there, but he's got to hit that a lot harder to get through.
Ogendo's giving him the leg though sometimes, if he can catch a hold of one of those legs to try and control his man from there.
Yeah, if he can get that other arm in there. I mean, so far on the stand-up, it's quite even. It looks like Joe Kelly landed a couple of big right hands, but it was relatively even. On the ground, I thought Joe Kelly was going to have the upper hand, but it looks as though Geoff Ogendo's managed to control him.
Yeah, he's just doing just enough there to keep Kelly off, and he's looking for
he's going for the anaconda.
Yep, he's got that locked on the bicep. It's not quite tight yet. Kelly's he's got that elbow back, fighting the choke off.
Geoff's giving it up though. There's not a lot happening. I'm surprised that the referee will keep this down in this position. Ogendo's thrown no shots. He's not really done anything from here.
Yeah, and if he starts to throw punches, then he obviously gives up his control. So that's why he's looking to keep hold of that head and arm there.
Yeah, but he's not really going for submissions. I mean, he's gone back to that anaconda again.
I mean, Kelly's got Saul Rogers in his corner, so I'm sure he's used to fighting off this choke.
Yeah. As you know, Saul Rogers has finished a few fights by gator roll, anaconda choke. But there's nothing happening here. He's got the position. He just doesn't seem to be pulling the trigger and going for it.
Yeah, and he's giving it up again.
But so far, though, this dominance on the ground is going to start taking this fight towards Ogendo for the first round.
Yeah, and surprisingly, it was just after Kelly had landed his best shot of the opening round there. He landed a big right hand and then shot in immediately, but it is his first fight, and these are the kind of things you're going to learn from. Yeah,
he went straight for the takedown, and I think that was probably foolish on his behalf. He's probably thinking to himself, now I wish I'd stayed stood up where I was having some success. Well, he goes to sit down, but he's dropped into side control. He's trying to get through to maybe half guard.
He's looks like he's just managed to catch that half guard there.
Yeah, he's got a half guard. He's not locked it down or anything. Ogendo could use this so he could posture up and throw some big shots. Only 3-minute round, so there can't be that much left in the round.
Yeah, he doesn't look too concerned with passing that trap leg either, Ogendo.
Some people like that though. I've always been a big fan of kind of working the ground and pound from half guard. It gives you good control over the hips. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, and he's nice and tight with that underhook as Ogendo, just to stay on top. Yeah. And I think he'll ride this round out from this position.
I don't think Ogendo's did enough there. Considering he controlled at least 2 minutes of that fight, he just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both these guys are relatively fresh to the game, but it's Ogendo's actually had 1 fight and 1 win. Maybe if he had a little bit more of an aggressive streak there, he could have landed some shots at the end of that round. But as it stands, he's likely got 1 round in the books.
Yep. He's breathing heavy, actually, Ogendo. I can't see Joe Kelly from this position, but Ogendo's really breathing quite heavy.
And not exactly a frenetically paced round.
No, no.
But then, you know, sometimes you see those guys who look like they're tired from the off but can keep going, so
Yeah, and he has got, you know, he has gone, you know, a number of rounds in the past. He's quite a muscular guy as well, so sometimes you find their muscles blow out quicker. I think Joe Kelly's breathing heavy, but it looks as though he's trying to control his breathing.
Yeah, and he's got a very experienced corner there. Saul Rogers and Mr. Stephen Millward from the Team Coliseum.
Yeah, which Millward, been around for a long time.
Long time.
Long, long time.
And second round starts.
Yeah.
See if Kelly can keep it upright for a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's looking messy. He needs to throw those shots. He seems to be, you know, teeing them up instead of just letting them go.
Yeah, he is really drawing back that right hand for that straight right.
Yeah, and I think that caused him this problem. He was trying to tee that shots up. Ogendo just threw a quick flurry. He's managed to get the takedown.
He's got his underhook from that position. He needs to start working to stuff the head, see if he can get his back up against the cage.
Yeah, trying to go to the 100%er. I think that's probably a bad move because he hasn't got the room behind him to roll him over. So
yeah, when you're stuffed against the fence like that, it's best just to use the fence as an extra structure to support you to work back to your feet.
Agree, he needs to start looking to use the cage to climb up. He's in a dangerous position here, half guard against the cage. Oh, he could get this roll here. He's got to work hard to get it. It nearly got a sweep. Oh, he's going to give his back if he's not careful.
Achingly close, and those kind of the attempts at those sweeps are quite taxing on your body. He's gone for it and not managed to get it.
Yeah. And again, though, he's keeping himself close. He's keeping control and only picking off the odd shot, isn't he? He's not. You know, from this position, he's in half guard position. He's not sitting up and throwing the big shots. That could really turn the fight for him. Really sort of, you know, put a statement on this round.
Yeah, he just seems happy enough though. He's just got that, like you say, chest to chest, just giving him no distance at all. Doesn't want to get rolled. He successfully stopped that sweep, and he just seems content just to be on top.
Yeah, and Joe Kelly, a second round down at this rate. That will leave him with 3 minutes at the end of this round to finish that fight. So, you know, he needs to be doing something soon.
Yeah, I'd like to see him do a little bit more with his half guard. He's not really working the leg there. And Ogendo
could step over that, couldn't he? You know?
There's nothing there holding his leg in. But he's got the head and arm, well, not the head and arm, he's got his underhook there, and he's got his cross face in. So he'll be happy with this position.
Yeah. Now, to me, this is Ogendo stealing the fight.
And referee Neil Hall's seen enough, and he's stood them up there. As I say, not too much going on.
Joe Kelly again teeing up that right hand to land it. It's a big mistake.
Yeah, really overcommitted to that one, and Ogendo saw it coming and shot his double leg and put Kelly on the mat again.
Kelly, when he watches this back, he will kill himself. Those big right hands that he's been weighing up have been the reason that he's been taken down twice now.
Yeah, and we're just in a bit of an awkward position for the commentary, but from what I can see, it's the half guard position again.
Half guard against the cage again.
Yeah, and Ogendo on top, just looking to pepper away with shots.
Yep, Joe Kelly looking for the sweep, but he's struggling, and with 10 seconds on the round, he's unlikely to get anything off the sweep as well, even if he gets it.
And looking to try and throw a few punches, but, you know, not going to do too much from there.
No.
And that's the end of the round. Another tough round where he spent most of his time on the bottom.
Yep. So I think you've got 2 rounds there to Ogendo without a doubt. Not big rounds, not dominating rounds, but, you know, certainly 10-9 rounds there in a 3-round fight with its 3-minute rounds. You've not got a lot to do in 3 minutes, you know.
Yeah, you've not got a lot of time to pull it back. You've got to think that Kelly's going to need a finish in this final round. I mean, he's a guy you'll probably know well, Aaron, so, you know, does he have that kind of potential to finish a fight in an instant?
He has. He's got submissions. He's got good power, actually, but he's not throwing his shots as he should be. He's not, you know, he's not snapping them out there. He seems to be weighing them up. And I think, you know, maybe the nerves have got to him because this is his debut fight. Big crowd, big show. So, you know, he does have finishing capability. He has some ground skills. He's got the wrestling edge as well. You know, he trains with some really good wrestlers. Scott Gregory and Jack Cartwright and Stephen Millward are all quality wrestlers, so you would expect him to be winning those wrestling sections.
But as we know, all it takes is a little bit of overcommitting on one of them shots. Superman punch there from Ogendo, was it?
And again, Ogendo just literally leaned into Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly just dropped to his back there. And if this is how the round will play out, then Joe Kelly will have lost every round here.
Yeah, he definitely needs a sense of urgency now, does Kelly. He needs to try and work his underhook in. Well, he's got the underhook on that side, but he really needs to work onto his side, onto his knees, really explode and get out of there. He cannot get stuck against the fence in the half guard on the bottom again.
He doesn't appear to be doing anything really from underneath here. I mean, he's not trying to re-guard, he's not looking for sweeps, he's not looking to stand up, he's not doing anything from this position. And if he's not careful, I mean, Ogendo looked as though he was trying to get some kind of head and arm choke then. He's
got the mount, taking the mount as Ogendo.
Now I think Ogendo, he'll know that he can finish this fight from this position. Yeah, and he's posturing up there. He's Joe Kelly been hit with a couple of big shots then, left hands.
But again, Ogendo does seem more comfortable to be close in, chest to chest, rather than, you know, maybe giving something up by trying to posture and really throw them big shots.
Yeah, he's not taking risks here. He's thinking to himself, if I stay on top of chopping shots, I walk out of here, unanimous decision.
But obviously the crowd would like to see him get that posture, really try and work some big shots. I mean, credit to Ogendo, you know, he's had Kelly on his back and he's kept him there, and you know, that is it's a feat in itself. He's doing well.
So Ogendo's got the underhook, he's got his hips out. Right here, he could be standing up. He's gone back to he's hopefully trying to get guard there. He's got butterfly, half butterfly guard. Ogendo holding his foot, and Ogendo's used that to pass the side control.
Yeah, and in the half guard again.
Yeah, nothing's gone Kelly's way in this fight. He just hasn't had any success with anything he's tried, and I don't think he's tried enough things anyway.
Yeah, and Ogendo just on top, peppering away with the shots there. And again, you know, he's not posturing up to land big power on them, but they're enough to stay active, to stop the referee from standing them up, and they're enough to score the points and win the rounds.
Nobody could argue he's won all 3 rounds here.
And Kelly looking to catch the foot there. I'm not sure what he was working for.
Seemed like an odd thing to do, but okay. I guess at this stage as well, Kelly's now thinking, well, I'll try anything here that will give me an edge. But as the time ticks away here, I think he's got very little opportunity to finish this fight and come out a victor.
Yeah, he's got his underhook the whole time. He just really needs to work to that side and try and go. Almost go. He's got his full guard back. If he's got submissions off his back, he needs to start throwing
those submissions now. I mean, he literally just needs to throw, non-stop. 10 seconds.
One last throw of the dice for Kelly from the bottom.
Yeah, and he's not doing anything with it. He's just not going for those submissions.
And Ogendo rides out the round on top.
Without a doubt. I think that's every round. 30, 27, no problems.
Yep, and we go the full 3 rounds here for the first time at ECC Band 1. And we're going to go inside the cage with Aaron Chatfield to get the official decision.
Fighters to the centre, please. After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this a unanimous decision. To your winner, and our red corner, Geoff Ogendo. Put your hands together as opponent receiving Joe Kelly.
Team shot you, lad, from the midway, yeah? Good. Team. Good. Sure, yeah? Yeah.